My name is Arvind Gautam, and I am working as a assistant professor in Akgec Engineering College. And the today topic is actually we will discuss the some intellectual property and the some basic concepts of cryptography. So the subject is cyber security. So as we know the intellectual property, what is that exactly? It is refers to the creation of the mind, and it refers to the possession of the thought or design by the one who came up with it, and it offers the owner of any inventive design or any form of distinct work some exclusive rights, and it make it unlawful to copy or refuse that work without the owner's permission. Okay, so basically intellectual property, there are basic some types are there, just like there are numerous types of tools and protection that come under the terms intellectual property, and some of them are patent, trademark, geographical indications, layout design of integrated circuits, trade secrets, copyrights, and industrial designs. Uh, so we will discuss one by one. First is copyright infringement. In copyright infringement, it is a protection is given to the owner of any published artistic, literary, or scientific work over his works to prohibit everyone else from exploiting that work in his name and thereby gain profit from it. And there are some other copyright infringement, just like linking, software piracy, cyber squatting, trademark issue. Basically linking software privacy and cyber squatting. So in linking, it permits a website users to visit another location on the internet by simply clicking on a word or image on one web page. The user can view another web page elsewhere in the world or simply elsewhere on the same server as the original page. And the software piracy, just like we can say that the pirated software, pirated videos, in the form of app. The software piracy refers to the act of stealing software that is lawful shielded. There are many types of websites, proxy websites, and torrent website that will provide the pirated software. So this stealing compromises various actions like copying, spreading, alternating, or trading the software. It also comes under the Indian Copyright Act. So if anyone do the software piracy, so the various laws faced by the owner. Next is cyber squatting. In cyber squatting means unauthorized registration and use of internet domain names, just like domain names that are similar to any business trademarks, surveys, marks, or company names. For example, let us consider XYZ is a very famous company, and the company had not created a website yet. Okay, a cyber squatter could buy xyz.com looking to sell the domain to the company XYZ. Okay, the domain name is same. Okay, at a later date for a profit, the domain name of a famous company can even be used to attract traffic, and his traffic will help cyber squatters earn a lot of money through advertising. They will send different types of advertisement to gain profit on the behalf of that organization. When more than one individual believes that they have the uh, right to register a specific domain name, then this can lead to a domain name dispute. So cyber squatter did uh, this type of squatting to gain the profit. Trademark issues in cyberspace. Trademark means a mark capable of being depicted dramatically and when may distinguish the products or services of one person from those of others, and will embody the form of products, their packaging and combination of colors. Okay, so a registered service mark represents a service. Trademark infringement refers to the unlawful use of a trademark or service mark which can cause ambiguity, fraud, or confusion about the actual company a product or service came from. Intellectual property, what is that? It refers to the creation of mind, that is inventions, industrial design, or article, lit, um, uh, literally and artistic work and symbol extra used in commerce. There are two categories, one is industrial and one is copyright. In industrial, trademark, patent are used, and copyright, artistic work and literature type of work uh, are here. What are intellectual property rights? The rights which can be used for protecting the individual uh, work, and the Article 27 of Universal Declaration of Human Rights. Intellectual property rights are largely territorial rights except copyright, which is global in nature. So intellectual property rights will protect the individual work, their trademark, their copyright. Industrial patent. This figure shows the some intellectual property rights in India is governed under the following acts: Trademark Act 1999, the Patent Act, and the Patent Act 1970. That was amended in 2005, and we can say that a Copyright Act 1957. Okay, in the functional and technical inventions, Patent Act 1970 amendment in 1999 2005. This type of right will work in the functional and technical invention, and purely artistic work, Copyright Act 1957, that was amended in 1982, 1984, 1992, 1994, and 1999. And this, when we talk about the symbol, logo, word, sound, color, design, this type of Trademark Act 1999, that was amended in 1994 and 1996 and 2000. So these are the some work that will cover in these different types of amendment act. That is laws that are dealing with intellectual property right in India. Okay, so these are the some basic intellectual property and their rights in India. And another topic is cryptography techniques. Actually, we have discussed what is cryptography, so in which we will discuss with the symmetric and asymmetric cryptography, what is that. So in cryptography technique, cryptography refers to secure information and communication technique derived from mathematical concepts and a set of rule based calculation called algorithm. Here different types of algorithm we will use for encryption and as well as decryption, AES, DES, triple DES, RSA algorithm, to transfer message in ways that are hard to decipher. These deterministic algorithms are used to are used for cryptography, key generation, digital signing, verification to protect data privacy and web browsing on the internet, and confidential communication such as credit card transactions and email. So cryptography, the main agenda of the cryptography is to maintain or is to secure your data, and data should be confidential. If the data is confidential, then we will say we can say that the cryptography technique is successful. If the confidentiality is breached, so cryptography, so main agenda is cryptography is to secure your data, and data should be confidential. No one can read the data and no one can understand the data. Modern cryptography concern itself with the following four objectives. One is confidentiality, and cryptography will achieve by the CIA triad. So what is that? In CIA triad, uh, confidentiality, integrity, and availability. I have discussed in previous classes what is confidentiality, in which we in which no one can steal your data and no one can read your data. If the main concern of cryptography to confidential your data, and integrity, no one can change your data. The data from sender to, when we send the data from sender to receiver over the network, different types of intruder are there to steal your data. So they can change your data. If you want to send the data 1 2 3 4 just like that, and he change your data 1 2 3 5, the receiver received this data, and previously he is accepting that he will receive 1 2 3 4, and he actually he is receiving 1 2 3 5 like data. So integrity, just like you are sending money 500 to your friend and he received 450, so there is integrity breach. This type of you can say that this is integrity, this case is shows that the integrity breach. So so you have to, in the cryptography, integrity take place it is a very important uh, to secure the particular data. The data can't be changed, cannot be changed. If the data is changed, so confidentiality breach and integrity also breach. Okay. So data should be secure and can't be altered. Then we can say that our data integrity is maintained. And third is availability. Whenever we want to send the data, if the storage system and your memory are not available on that particular of time, whenever the sender send the data, so how can you use that data in particular manner? So uh, uh, hmm. So in some cases, the attacker want to crash your memory, want to crack your system. So availability is also very important in cryptography. So in cryptography, confidentiality, integrity, and availability to achieve this CIA triad is the main concern in cryptography. If this confidentiality, integrity, and availability are achieving, so we can say that our system, our data are 100% sure, secure. So modern cryptography concerns itself with the following four objectives. One is confidentiality, integrity, non-repudiation, and authentication. In confidentiality, the information cannot be understood by anyone for whom it was intended. And integrity, the information cannot be altered in storage or transit between sender and intended receiver without the alteration being detected. In non-repudiation, the creator, we can say that the sender of the information cannot deny at a later stage their intentions in the creation or transmission of the information. And in the authentication, the authenticated person or the sender and receiver can confirm each other's identity and the origin destination of the information. And the cryptography, there are basically two types. One is symmetric key cryptography and one is asymmetric key cryptography. Okay. So we will discuss one by one what is symmetric key cryptography and what is asymmetric key cryptography. In symmetric key cryptography, we will do the encryption with the help of key. In symmetric cryptography relies an algorithm that uses a single key to encrypt and decrypt information. In other words, the sender uses a secret key to encrypt the message. Then the recipient uses the same key to decrypt and read the data. So the key needs to be shared across all the parties that are authorized to decrypt the message. This symmetric cryptography, there is one key is used for the encryption and decryption. There are different types of algorithm we will use for the encryption. AES algorithm. In symmetric cryptography, we will use AES, DES, triple DES. Okay. This type of algorithm we will use for the symmetric cryptography for encryption. What is that? And one another thing is, in cryptography we will use to secure data. We have to convert the plain text into the ciphertext. Plain text is a simple message, whatever you want to send the receiver, and ciphertext, when you use some types of algorithm to encrypt that data. After encryption, we will receive the just like you have to convert this plain text into ciphertext. So with the help of some different types of algorithm, it converted into unreadable format, just like hash value. So if any intruder have access, and if any intruder किसी भी वे से अगर वो अटैक परफॉर्म सक्सेसफुली कर लेता है, तो they can't understand what the exact meaning of this cipher value. Okay, because it is ciphertext. Okay, so in cryptography, what we are doing, we have to convert the plain text into ciphertext, and that ciphertext further sent to the receiver side, and what receiver do? It will decrypt the ciphertext and convert into the original plain text. This cipher decrypted, encrypted, and then decrypted and converted into the plain text. In symmetric cryptography, we will use only one key for encryption. We have to convert the plain text with the help of some different types of algorithm and convert it into ciphertext. So over the network, no any intruder have to, and they can't attack. If they attack the network and he get access the data, then he can't understand what the exact meaning of this hash value. So, and after that, the ciphertext value sent to the receiver end, and a receiver will use that key exchange, that key value to decrypt that ciphertext into the plain text. Here some problem will arise when we exchange the key. Receiver as plain text, receiver will receive the key from the third parties. If the third party is compromised, then that key will be very easily crackable and very easily किसी अनऑथराइज पर्सन के पास चली जाएगी जो इसको हार्मफुल नेचर में वे में इसको यूज कर सकता है. ओके, सो इन सिमेट्रिक क्रिप्टोग्राफी की एक्सचेंज इज द मेन कंसर्न. सो की एक्सचेंज को भी डिफरेंट टाइप्स ऑफ हैश एल्गोरिथम के थ्रू हम सिक्योर कर सकते हैं इसको. एंड नेक्स्ट इज असिमेट्रिक क्रिप्टोग्राफी, in which there are two types of keys we will use for encryption as well as decryption. One is public key and second one is private key. To achieve the confidentiality, here in cryptography, in asymmetric cryptography, use public key and private key. Both keys they are using, and in the symmetric cryptography, we will use the only one key for encryption and decryption. And here we will use public key, private key for encryption as well as decryption. Okay, and the main concern in the asymmetric cryptography is that we will use. We have to convert the plain text into the ciphertext. The process is same with the help of different types of algorithm. Here we can use RSA algorithm. RSA algorithm, another hash value, another algorithm also we can use, but this is a very safe algorithm to. In asymmetric cryptography, we will use this algorithm for encryption as well as decryption. So we have to convert the plain text into ciphertext with the help of some algorithm, and then ciphertext is also sent to the receiver end, and receiver will decrypt that ciphertext into the plain text. So what the main concept behind it? We have to encrypt the data. The public key, if we talk about the one network, there are many different nodes are there, and we are using asymmetric cryptography. The public key is known to everyone, knows the another node's public key, but private key is kept secret. So in asymmetric cryptography, we are using जिसको भी हम चाहते हैं भेजना receiver into पे. So we have to use in this asymmetric cryptography, we will use, and every node have a public key, their public key and private key. Public key and private key. Every node have their public key and private key. Public key is known to everyone, and the private key is kept secret to everyone. So the sender want to send the data to this receiver. So what exactly he will do? He will do that he will receive the public key of this receiver data and encrypt that data of public key of receiver and decrypt the message of receiver public key and send to the data to the receiver end. And exactly what receiver will do that? It will do that. It will decrypt that data with their private key. And convert it into the plain text. Okay. So this is the main, this is the asymmetric key cryptography, where the sender have to send the data and it will encrypt the data with the help of receiver public key, and when the original message, ciphertext message received by the receiver, what we will do, receiver will decrypt that data with their private key. Okay. So with these two terminology in asymmetric cryptography, the confidentiality will achieve. These are the some basic cryptography terminology, symmetric and asymmetric cryptography. And thank you for the today lecture. Thank you.